How?
How? Hey.
My smackphone.
Get your microphone. Get
your microphone here.
Get your microphone here.
Get your microphone here.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, let me now.
How many times you go live at Armageddon?
Like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, one time we had like 900 people watching. It was pretty rad. And then my phone died.
I need to get a
I was like,
I need to get a mount or something for my chair because it's hard to go live and hold the phone and roll around. At the
Bro,
same
if you
time.
just like went phone. If you just went ET phone home, ET phone home, ET phone home. If you put a mount on your trailer, right? Chair. If you put a phone mount right square there on your chair and said rolling with Poland live at the races, I bet you it would do pretty good.
Yeah, it probably would. But
it took me a minute to English that this morning.
I need to remind me after this to look on Amazon for a mount, like a bicycle mount thing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because I try to go live, but it's hard to do when you're rolling around.
And you're always in charge of the races and stuff, so it's a lot to remember. But if I just walk by and be like, hey, Poland, you live? I'm like, oh, yeah. We could even put a battery pack on your chair.
The problem is I talk about stuff. I'd have to mute the live occasionally. I'm talking times and all kinds of other stuff.
That's okay. You just pause the live real quick. But there's some times where we cuss.
I could just mute it. And, I mean, that's cussing.
I mean, there ain't going to be no way to stop that.
Yeah, that's bound to happen with me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, TikTok's actually on par today. Look.
Look, I can see the reflection of my phone in my glasses, in my phone, in my glasses, in my phone, and in my glasses again.
Morning, Tommy. Morning, Red Eye Patriot. Look, it says one of your friends is live. Invite them to go live together. It's the first time it's ever worked.
Invite us. I'm warming up for the good morning. Just wait 1 second, boys. There we go. We got some people coming.
Good morning, Jonathan. My phone's being horrible on service right now. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning.
You guys see how reflective these things are?
That's a big old noggin,
Look,
dog.
I can see Poland in there. Poland, where you at?
I can't see anything. I can see the light on the camera.
You guys see our new sunglasses, bro? Thank you. The new car is pretty sick. I like it. Our new sunglasses are awesome. You guys need to check them out. They're perfect for the Monday mornings when you're rolling into work, halfway asleep still. Oh, thank you. I needed that. Man, Armageddon was definitely a whole different experience. It was awesome. It was a great time.
I'm feeling it this morning.
All right, you ready? Oh, I got the microphone. Let me plug the mic. Good morning, Vietnam.
That was a long one, dog.
Hey.
That was a long one.
How you guys doing?
You out of breath, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you better take a couple deep.
I need a Marlboro. Somebody give me a Marlboro after that. Let's get down to business. How about that 32-car Gangsters shootout Thursday?
Yeah.
I think it was epic.
Oh, it was epic.
I think the racing, I mean, there was some upsets, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, but like Mitchell going out first round, like, dude, there was some results from those races that had people on the starting line like,
oh, my jaw.
huh? What just happened?
Every round, my jaw hit the floor.
Where you at, Jimmy? Aren't you up here?
He's awake early this morning.
Yeah, why you awake so early, dog?
Hell yeah. The 32-car shootout was full of bears. There was not a single easy chip draw that came out of that. I was honestly surprised. all 32 showed up.
I'm gonna high five you and Jimmy real quick. That's for you and Jimmy Dale. Y'all put on a heck of a show all weekend. I mean, you guys were intertwined with Armageddon all weekend. Shout out to both you guys, man. You guys killed it, bro. Both of you guys killed it. You guys really helped that show. You were an asset to that show. I appreciate the work that you guys both put in, man. So that was awesome. You guys killed it. So making breakfast, and I'll be on my way to the office.
I said I hit the gym. We got a new Jimmy Dale.
Say, somebody stole Jimmy.
Yeah,
somebody stole. Call him. Call. Make sure somebody kidnapped him.
Somebody has his phone.
Somebody kidnapped that man.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously, shout out to you as well.
For sure, but if I ain't racing, I'm going to be there to help.
You held it down on the back end for us, so we appreciate that.
For sure.
It was a team effort this weekend. It really was. The whole team killed it.
32-car shootout with some epic results, man. Shout out to, I'll let you, it was your race, so you shout out Garage Built. Said, I did some pots.
Okay, Garage Built. I will get you taken care of.
And getting into action. I don't know about that. You gotta ask him.
Yeah, Nick, so I'll address the situation. One of the guys came up and, well, not even one of the drivers. It was a gentleman came up, an older gentleman, said that one of the racers was broken or out or something. And I said, well, I need to know because I'm going to get an alternate. And he was like, okay, I'll call him. Walks off on the phone, comes back, is like, yeah, he's broke. So I shoot a text message or a phone call and let them know, like, hey, possibility of an alternate. Then the driver comes up and is like, hey, somebody said I was broke and I'm not broke. I'm like, what? Very confused by the whole situation. So then I had to let Murder Nova and them know that this guy was,
in fact, not broke.
Not broke. Lesson I learned on the whole deal is talk to the driver first before making any judgment calls. There was like 8 witnesses around that witnessed this guy come up and tell everybody. I mean, he told me, Barrett, while he was there were several guys there that saw this gentleman come up and tell us that this car was broke and he wasn't going to make the call and yada, yada, yada. And then we get to the staging lanes and homeboy and his car are sitting there ready to go. And he's like, I've been ready to race since 9 o'clock this morning.
Man, did you ever figure out who the person was that was it his crew or no?
Nobody. I asked him, I'm like, hey, who's all with you? And he's pointing people around and I'm like, hey, there was an older gentleman that came up that made these claims and was speaking for you. But like I said, that's on me.
Yeah, like you said, lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Yeah. Moving forward, I will have conversation directly with the driver before making any assumptions or judgment calls.
What's up, Rank?
Anything.
Rank was
it is what it is. I hated it. I talked to Sean myself on the start line, explained the situation to him, told him I hated it for him, but there was actually nothing else I could do in that situation because the round had already started and I couldn't just give him a bye to have 33 cars. I don't think any of the drivers would have agreed to that. We would have had to redraw, but how do you redraw when there's cars that have already been down the track?
You know
what I mean?
How do you do that?
So I was put in a situation, but I learned a lesson from it, and we'll move forward and do better on the next one. So
it's still an awesome show.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. We moved from it, still put on a show. I hate they weren't in the mix, but Sean told me, we both kind of said it sucks on both parties, but it's understandable. So we moved on from that.
Yeah, for sure. Rank did do a good job this weekend.
Yeah,
man.
Shout out Rank.
Mambo was rolling pretty good.
I told all of those guys from what we saw at H-Town Throwdown to where the car would like barely idle and run and was having all kinds of issues to he was a Ryan killer this weekend. He beat Ryan Mitchell, Ryan Martin. He went rounds.
He was handing out Gapplebee's gift cards left and right, man. I'm lucky I wasn't in the mix. He would have said, here's one for you too, boy.
Rank's a driver, though. That's what he does. He was cutting lights and running over people. So
he did great. The whole show was awesome, man. Like, just seeing all the killers there, like 32 small tire killers at one race, bro. Like, and I'm not talking like you guys just didn't get, excuse me, you guys didn't get just 32 average Joes that were willing to put up the money. You guys got 32 bears, bro.
Oh, and I loved it too because there was some cars that people didn't see that were really impressive, like the Memphis Reigns, the Corvette. After his first couple of passes, everybody was kind of like, and then it came back up there and just dude ran into the wall, like Ross Chastained the wall and just to the finish line and won. And then his pass against, I don't know if it's Triangle Speed Shop or Scott Taylor maybe. He was right there. I mean, they went through the finish line together.
That's awesome. No, there was, dude, the matchups, the chip draw at the tent, drawing the names, the excitement in the tent when we seen who was racing who, it was just like, oh, like people were betting before we even had cars lined up. People were placing bets on who was winning what, and the anticipation for some of those matchups, man, it was awesome. Like it was crazy.
I just clocked in and did work, and Ryan Mitchell was on the laptop doing this thing. That's a deadly combo. You got a good driver and a good tuner.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a problem.
Yeah, he did
shout out No Prep Felons for the live. Shout out to all the media guys. Y'all killed it all weekend. I seen a lot of videos, a lot of pictures coming out. Dude, it was all around a great weekend. The 32 car field, I mean, there was no easy draw. Like Brent said, there was literally people on the edge of their seat at the drivers meeting.
It was insane.
Yeah, I mean, because you knew every
That's exactly what Rank said. There was no easy draw. I mean, no one had a duck.
You know, from the first chip that came out of the bag, it was like, I mean, even the first dude, it was like, you know, Jason Rank, everybody's like, ooh, you know, like, because they knew there was going to be another name coming out, a bear.
Yep, and you're right, though. Them Kentucky boys, Big Frank, he was rolling too, bro. Like, everybody was on their game. I mean, everybody came to win. Like, everybody was there for the bag, and it showed.
And I think it too, you know, with Ryan Martin, with all of the street outlaw stuff that goes on, this weekend gave that ability to see some races that we never thought were going to happen, or that, you know,
that you wouldn't get to see on a normal basis.
That you wouldn't get to see at a normal race.
Yeah, you're not going to see Jason Rank racing Ryan Martin at a no prep race.
You're not
on average, you know what I mean?
Right.
You're not going to see those guys getting paired up where they're in the same bag. They don't really go to a lot of those same races. And it's not a bad thing. It's just they have their racing stuff, we have our racing stuff. But it was epic to see.
For sure.
And I'll be down to see it more often.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like it's awesome. It's cool that those guys are up in the mix, small tire racing. They have different cars, and at the end of the day, it just proves they're still just like us. You know what I mean, man? We're all racers, so. Yeah, I saw, dude. I had that on video, right?
Hey, Shane is not lying though. Rank was out there handing out gaps in a pair of $12 Walmart basketball shorts. I know it.
The staging battle with Ryan Martin was yeah, and then there was the staging battle with Cantu and
Triangle Speed Shop.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah,
that went on forever.
We can talk. That was the first night. That was Thursday night. Triangle Speed Shop was having a little bit of boost building issues. And they were not going to go in until the other person went in, and Cantu, they kind of knew that information. He had been doing some homework. So Cantu waited, and it's kind of crazy that, you know, Cantu went in, they turned the first bulb on, Cantu said, bop, bop, and literally he's a turbo truck, you know what I mean? But he turned on both lights, started the timer, and he actually timed them out. They couldn't go boost fast enough. He grabbed the other nitrous button and launched it up, and then Triangle Speed Shop came in.
I meant it was the one I'm talking about was Saturday in small tire. It was Cantu and someone else, and they both sat there forever. Or maybe it was Rank and someone else, and they're like revving at each other.
It was Rank and Ryan Martin.
And they're revving at each other and stuff? Yeah, okay.
Neither one of them would go in, and I literally told Tom, I said, dude, Jason Rank will let this thing run out of fuel.
That's what I was like, Jason's like, I'll just melt it. I don't care, I'll melt it down.
He literally will say, I've seen Rank do it. I've literally seen that man run completely out of fuel. He will not, he was going to hold until the very end. And they said that Javier got on the microphone and told Ryan, said, hey, you only got 3 gallon cell, dog. Like, you only got a 3 gallon cell. You bet your best bet is to go in.
It was awesome, dude. It really was.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, we haven't seen some close races like that in a long time.
Rank said, what were you, or Ryan asked Rank, he said, what are you waiting on? Rank said, I was waiting on you. And then they both started laughing about it, like, yeah. Morning, Speedy.
Thanks, man. It's all good. We'll get her fixed up.
But only support a couple of Kentucky drivers.
That's cool.
Tell them, Red Eye.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Oh, Megan, no doubt about it.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Congrats to you. I mean, I know y'all kind of had a rough weekend, but Fireball.
How about freaking old...
Fireball does what Fireball does. Or Fireball. Firebird does what Firebird does.
How about old Damon Merchant riding a wheelie, bro? In a street, what was that? The street route, or what was that?
The Outlaw Daily class.
Or Outlaw Daily?
Yeah.
Is that it right there, the Mustang wheelie?
Possibility. Let's see. Oh.
Ah! Yeah.
Yeah, that would be it.
I was behind the car. That was epic, dude.
Yeah.
An outlaw daily to drag the bumper like that? Sorry, TikTok can't see. Sorry about that, guys.
So that is.
I definitely found the person who stole my scooter.
That is Sedusa, and that's got all of our snow performance stuff on. It's got a whole
fuel system,
whole snow performance fuel system and everything on it. And yeah, he was on a.
What
Jimmy Dale said he was on a 315. So it's pretty big. That's a large.
That's a big
radial.
tire. That's a big tire.
That's a large radial.
That's a 29.5.
That's a large tire.
How about, well, we're talking about wheelies, bro. You know what else? I seen something.
Okay,
wheelies.
hold on. Let's give a little context to this.
No, it's better without context.
Okay, I'm in. This was an awesome wheelie.
Way better wheelie.
Up.
Oh, you guys know Armageddon gets a little
After hours gets a little wild.
magical. Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord.
After hours at Armageddon, there's the racing don't stop on the track. We had golf cart races, wheelie contests. Make sure you guys stay tuned for Jimmy Dale's video. There's all kinds of freaking wheelies and all kinds of shenanigans in there. There's some highlights that we had to show you.
My finger burns.
So that was the result right there. Is that what happens when someone says, let's put nitrous on our golf cart?
Pretty much. That's pretty much.
We ain't scared, bro. We'll do whatever. So that wasn't us. That was other people. They weren't scared either.
I'm not going to give his name out.
No.
But yeah.
There may or may not have been rentals.
Yeah, we can look at some. See,
Oops, sorry.
That 52 cars in Little Gangsters. There's Jimmy Dale with our chips there.
It was awesome.
13,000. It was 13,400 to win. We had one guy come protest that he didn't. There's no way he could have been beat because he won a 30 and blah, 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 blah. And we looked at his time and he won a 27. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it ended up being basically it's $100 to protest it. So it ended up being $13,500 to the winner. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we saw that Rednecks with Paychecks monster truck too. That was interesting.
Let's see here. We'll go ahead and just show the Mr. Gary. Some of y'all may see him before. West Texas boy, runs around in Hobbs and Pinwell quite a bit. But he took the Little Gangsters trophy home.
Heck yeah, bro.
And the $500 wheelie competition.
That thing was rolling.
I don't think I have that video. Oh, I'm showing y'all stuff I shouldn't yet.
It's still there.
Wait, hold on. Connor,
What's going on?
Jimmy Dale, for sure the golf cart's owner name rhymes with Barry Bompson. Yeah, shout out Barry Bompson.
Shout out to Barry Bompson.
Shout out Barry.
You have an update on that, right? Didn't you? You told me something this morning.
Yeah, Nate. I talked to Hillbilly actually last night a little bit, and his name's actually Rusty. Everybody calls him Hillbilly. The first 10 pairs of Little Gangsters, I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to give up. It took I've been exhausted. Kind of burnt out a little bit, and like that first 10 pairs of Saturday really, I think I kind of took it out on everybody, and I shouldn't have, but
yeah, you get stressed, bro. There's a lot of stuff you guys are doing.
The second pair down, homeboy blows his motor up, puts water, pieces of metal, and oil all over the track, so we get that cleaned up. Takes 20-30 minutes to clean that up, get it situated. The next pass down is all over the place. Homie comes up and pulls a Brent, does a 10,000 RPM burnout, pops the tires off. So then we got to get that car off the track.
I was like, just have him drive it backwards. Everybody's like, you can't do that. I'm like, I did it on brand new Kaisers with two pop tires. You have to get out of other people's way. Like, don't think about, that's being selfish. You're thinking about you and your own stuff when you have 15 drivers suited and booted, ready to go, sweating their nuts off. You know what I mean? Just move out of the way. It's not going to be bad just to reverse real quick. You might ruin a tire, but you're freaking killing them guys behind you, bro. Just get out of people's way.
Yeah, so we finally got him off the track, which his car was a little bit lower than yours. Yeah. The back bumper was damn near on the ground. So I could see both aspects of that. On a time aspect, yeah, like let's get out of the way.
Yeah, bro, get out the way.
Well, we got him off the track. Well, like 2 pairs later, an F-body does a burnout And right when he goes to stop the burnout, I can see fire coming out underneath the car, and I could see fuel dropping. Like you could see drips of fuel. Like every drop that would hit, the fire was getting bigger and bigger. So I start screaming fire, like I'm yelling fire. Multiple people start screaming. Hillbilly grabs a fire extinguisher, which he's the head track official at Thunder Valley. He grabs a fire extinguisher and takes off running. Well, Hillbilly's a pretty big dude. He's probably 300 pounds, 6'4", 6'5". He's a big dude. As he's running, the fire extinguisher kicks back. He kicks the fire extinguisher, and his leg literally was straight, and he put all of his weight on it, and his knee went backwards. Ouch. So that's the gentleman that was screaming and yelling on the starting line. Everybody's asking what happened on the live. Nobody knew. But I talked to Hillbilly. He's going to have surgery in the next couple of days. Tore his hamstring, ACL, MCL, messed something up in the knee. And they're watching it because he's got a lot of blood building up in his knee. Like there's something weird's going on, but they're going to have to do surgery here pretty quick. He's going to be down for a while. So shout out Hillbilly. Thank you for all your hard work this weekend. Sucks that it happened, and we know you'll be back.
Morning, Dakota. That does suck. I was wondering like kind of what happened. I just saw the kind of after effects of it, and I was like, man, that
what
sucks.
Sucks is like they're trying to get him taken care of. Like he's screaming on the ground and stuff. They get him taken care of, and dude, fan passes out in the middle of the stands.
Yeah, for the heat.
A heat stroke. Yeah. Like they said, he had a heat stroke. So like there was just so much going on in that first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, if you want to call it, because we had to clean up on the oil.
Yeah, then there was a bunch of little things too, like that guy hit the cone, so they had to clean the track up. So it was like it never really got rolling. Like you get a couple races and
so I did the 32 car field. We started at 4 o'clock on Friday, right? I was done and completed, I think, at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and that was giving them an hour and 15 minutes in between every round. Saturday we started Little Gangsters at 4 o'clock. We had 12 pairs done of Little Gangsters at 6:45. So that just, I mean, it took us 2 hours and 45 minutes to get 12 pairs of cars done.
Yep.
After that, everything went flawlessly. Yep. Like it cleaned up, and I even told somebody, I said, I went over there in the corner and I said a prayer that hopefully all the bad stuff is done and it's over with. Yep. And it, for the most part, it was. We had a couple wall drags. Somebody ran over a cone, but those are little 5-10 minute fixes.
Stuff happens in racing, man. You guys did it. You guys battled through it. You guys, Mark and everything, Dinger too. Like everybody put on a good show. You guys.
Shout out Mark, Dinger, the whole Thunder Valley squad, everybody that was a part of that deal. It was a lot of fun. I guess we can show the picture I was showing a while ago, huh?
Yeah. Which one? The Blue Chew?
Yeah.
Everybody got the marshmallows?
Yeah. I almost lost my whole entire side of my face this weekend.
No, Tom made it to third round.
Yeah.
Tom made it to third round, broski.
Tom did make it to third round. We're not sure exactly what happened. He's going to have to do some digging in it. What we believe is possibly the MSD has a corrupt file, or the MSD box has decided to exit the chat. One of the two.
Poland's TikTok. Yeah, both of ours are kind of hit and miss in here. We're kind of in a concrete building. They said that the stream's lagging a little bit.
I bet it's insane. But no, we're going to look into that. Tom said whenever he fired it up, he could tell something was wrong. He was having to keep his foot on the throttle to keep it idled, had to literally almost wide open to keep it running, if you will. And then obviously when you go to clear it out and it shoots out
big old flamethrower, you're like, well, we're here.
Flames, yeah. We all thought the fuel solenoid was just hung open. That's what we thought. We thought it was just dumping fuel into it. But we believe it's a corrupt file or something in the MSD. It was not happy. It did everything it could. I mean, he went. I knew when I seen him grab the trans brake and mat the gas, and it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. I was like,
we both looked at each other like, what the heck just happened here?
And then he let go of the trans brake, and I think it went like a 7.0 shooting.
Hold up.
4-foot flames out of it.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Let me see. Someone said.
Yeah, I got to give out shout out to Never Too Late Video. All the videos all the pictures that y'all have seen today.
Fire.
Came from him. Shout out Never Too Late. He was on board with us this weekend and took care of everybody. So shout out Never Too Late Video, Matt Sutherland. Good dude.
mods and rods. I do have I got a line on a couple different front ends, so we'll see what I could make happen. Yeah. What's up, Ricardo? Lock it in, he said. Dakota says, lock it in. What are you guys locking it in for? Dakota, Yellow Belly this Thursday?
Probably.
Is that what I heard? But it'll be Blue Chew versus Dakota, right? Because Magic's down, so. Yeah. I really have to see. Hopefully we get it fixed.
Dakota, I'm telling you, you don't do that, dog.
Don't do that.
As your lawyer, I'm telling you. Possibility we may have a grudge race going on. But while they're arguing over here in the comments,
what's the Ryan Fireball Camaro?
That's what I'm getting to, dog.
Oh, my bad. I was just saying because you passed it. Don't yell at me. I'm fragile.
I thought I sent Connor he posted Isaac Preston's. So shout out Isaac Preston on your Thursday win. He won the 32 car field on Thursday, and then the winner for small tire on Saturday, Mr. Ryan Martin himself in Fireball. Over Triangle Speed Shop.
I really wanted to go to Ice Cream Cruise too. I think Ice Cream Cruise would have been kind of fun, but that'd be cool. Yeah. Yep.
So Fireball got him a trophy, couple of trophies. Got him an X bottle trophy and the actual trophy, plus 20 grand. Got him $20,000 payday. Him over Triangle Speed in the finals. From his first pass on Thursday in the 32 car field to his final pass,
he made a big leap.
Say they picked up probably a half a second.
Yeah, they made a big leap.
They made a giant swing. Dude, my honorable mention for the weekend has got to be Brandon Sandelin.
Bro.
And the Studebaker to come off of a floppy big tire straight onto a small tire. First race out. And the man made licks.
I mean this with no disrespect whatsoever, but I think that man's more of a killer on those small tires than he was on the big tires. I think he's way more consistent on those small tires, probably because he has to pull a bunch of power out of it.
You seen us Saturday night, not last night. Saturday night, you seen me talking to him outside of your trailer before we were loading up and all of that. We talked for 15 or 20 minutes, and I asked him, I said, so what did you think about small tire racing? He said, dude, it's so much fun. He said, I've always been the aspect of, this is big tire. I want to go fast as humanly possible. I want to go as fast as I possibly can. Every single pass, blah, blah, blah. He said, but in the last year and a half, big tire racing, it's a bracket car.
It is, yeah.
He said, I can only go so fast. He said, I've found that limit. So I'm just going, it's a bracket car. I go almost the same number every single time, repeatedly over and over and over again. And there's not really the aspect.
And it's fast on big tires. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But
I'll tell you this. That man showed up to Armageddon on a set of 28-inch tires with that massive screw blower, no traction control, not a single sensor, no data log, no nothing. They have absolutely nothing in that. It is all controlled by his foot. He did all of that with his foot, so I got to give the dude give him props. Like Rank said, he said, I got to go a little more consistency. He has a power ability and drive, just needs more testing, and he will fold it. Literally, exaggerate. Bro, the second round of Saturday, him and Daniel Payshard, the Triangle Speed Mustang, if you look at the finish line, I bet you the margin of victory was...
I bet you...
0 something.
The Stude will be the reason that there's a change with small tire rules.
It's a possibility.
I bet you. I don't mean that in a bad way. I have a small tire chassis car. I'm not complaining about that, but I'm just saying, like, I bet you, because that car came with... That proves everybody's point that, like, chassis cars can take over if they want to, right? Man ran through a field of killers. He didn't run through a field of killers, but he had no 28 testing, and everybody else did. I'm extremely impressed.
I honestly don't think they'll ever split the small tire classes. I think they're just going to tell all the guys that don't have a chassis car, make your car fit like a true street type deal, because if you go like a
that's why I got a 26
small
class
tire
like
and an outlaw small tire, it makes your sponsorship money. Wait, like, who do you pay more?
Yeah.
What if you have 50 cars in this one and you only have 12 chassis cars in this one, but really the chassis cars is the show? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, and people want to see the fast stuff, but that's why maybe that gives those 28 guys, maybe they focus on the 26 class. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do. So I don't think the small tire class will fall off, but I bet you that it's going to raise... It's going to get some attention, you know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a bad way.
It's going to be like the radio stuff, how they have 28s, 275 in radio, and it's literally anything goes. You can have a carbon body, you can have whatever, chassis car, carbon, like anything goes as long as you have this tire size. I think that's where we're going. It's going to be a run what you brought on a 28.
No, I think you're right about that. That might hurt. Like, it might hurt some of the car counts for some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, suit of Yellow Belly is going to be lit, dude.
How many of those fits to? I think there was only 6 or 7 small tire guys that were in the 52. I'll go back and look at the sheet. Don't quote me, but I think that was right.
My third live. Sorry, bro. Wrong live.
Wrong live.
Why'd you point at me?
Because that's your after. I was going to say after hours with Brent. There are smaller cars not running small tire. Yeah.
What was it? I'm calling you the Dallas
Bro,
guy.
Jimmy Dale's on it. Bro, he said that.
Jimmy Dale on Dakota?
He's on Dakota. He said he calling Dakota the Dallas Cowboys from now on because he can win. He can win, but he'll let you down too.
You know what I'm picking up today?
The hate train coming home?
Yeah. Not painted yet. It's all in primer. But we're going to bring her home, put the dummy engine in her, get the new turbo kit all fabbed up and all that stuff. And hopefully, I can't wait to be making licks in that thing again. I would have loved to have had that. That thing would have been awesome in Little Gangsters. Like, I want to learn. I'm going to be the first to tell y'all right here on the live, I suck at drag racing on a track. Did y'all know you're not supposed to wait for green?
That was.
You're not supposed to wait for green,
That
bro.
was the whole joke this weekend. I think Jimmy Dale told everybody on the property, like, hey, my friend's an idiot.
He waits for green.
Yeah, he waits for green. He literally go up to random people and be like, hey.
This is my boy Brent right here. He waits for green.
I know he was like, when you see a light, when do you leave? And they're like, yellow? And they're like, yeah, Brent waits for green.
Yeah, Brent waits for green.
Brent waits for green.
Bro, I didn't know. I wait for the flashlight. You know how many races I've lost because I didn't wait for the flashlight? So I burned it into me. Wait for the light. Now, what are you waiting for the light for, stupid? Like, come on, guys.
Technically, you're not waiting. The light is, the yellow is still a light.
My lights are horrible, bro. My lights 100%.
Brent, Jimmy Dale. Yeah, he really did. Brent said, my light's horrible. And Jimmy Dale said, well, when do you leave? When the light's green?
And then Abney's roasting me. Abney's like, if you go when it's green, don't even go.
Yep.
Just stop. You lost already.
Yep.
So, oh well.
You know,
No, you're not supposed to stay in your lane. You don't have to do that. It's part of racing. It's just part of racing. This is my grud racing attorney right here.
Yeah.
I'm learning as I go.
I've been.
In their defense, they probably just assumed that I should know that because I've been racing for so long.
We've been working on it because I wish we had the time slip from your first light at Yellow Belly to like when we had the conversation about the tree.
Yeah.
You picked up a lot, like
we're getting better.
This man picked up tents on the tree.
Amen, Nick. Amen.
Yep.
I know exactly what video you're talking about.
He said, I wonder if Mitchell got oil pressure. Probably not.
I was watching some of Jimmy Dale's passes after that, just trying to learn the tree. And it's like, it's funny to have that broad of a spectrum in the same camp. Because Jimmy cuts a light like a, bro, he's on it. And then you got me over here like, I'll get there when I feel like it, you know? Like, but it's crazy. I'm learning from him. I'm all learning my
Dakota
life.
Wildland. What did Dakota say? Because they may have deleted his comment.
No, he said he's locked in. He said, you want to do something? 5 on 1500 with Spencer Jean.
What?
I have a tech question. Call our tech line, brother. We'll get you taken care of. Call the Nitrous Express tech line, and we will definitely get you taken care of. I tried to do that, too. We added nitrous to a chair.
What'd I do?
It was, yeah, I seen that. I told him, Jimmy. Crazy. Oh. Are you guys trying to lock up? Is Spencer bringing that car to Yellow Belly?
The
Corvette?
No, that's Spencer Jeans with the 4-door LTD.
Oh, I'm thinking of a wrong
No,
person.
you're thinking of the wrong Spencer, dog.
What's that other Spencer's last name? Isn't it starts with a J?
Johnson.
Oh, okay. All right,
do not put my phone number on here. I'll kill you, dog.
Here, call Poland.
No, he does that. He gives everybody my phone number. It's ridiculous.
He said, Jason said, let me get my get back.
Yeah.
What class name? It's their 530 class. It's called Little Gangsters, bro. Little Gangsters.
Yeah. What did he say?
He said, what's the name of your guys' 530 class?
Little Gangsters.
I live a few streets from him, so luckily I got to see. Oh, you got to see the nitrous chair? That's cool. Good amount for a 406. How much nitrous you want to put on a 406?
All of it.
We can put a lot on there, man. Shoot us a message. Call our number online, and we'll get you taken care of. We try not to give tech help over the live.
I'm just going to turn my phone off. Mitchell and freaking Tom in here.
Are they just going at it?
No, they're talking about getting Jimmy Dale, I swear.
Oh, man. So what do we got? What's on the agenda now, man? What's on the agenda? What do you guys have coming up this week? Jimmy Dale, I think, is trying to go to, look like he's trying to go to Ice Cream Cruise.
Before we jump out of all of this, I got to give a shout out to Rich Guido. Homie on the right-hand side there, our Canadian buddy.
Canadian hombre.
Canadian buddy. Went and did the drag and drive stuff and was in stick shift, did really well.
Hollis, too,
And then Michael Hollis won his class. Tess and Tony were out there doing their thing. Everybody doing the drag and drive stuff. Congrats to y'all. Tell them, Kyle. Killing it all weekend, and then we had a couple of winners over at the Hood to Hood picnic. Seeing Tarzan parked in the winner circle. Congrats to them.
I don't know.
Nakona has something going on this weekend. But honestly, weather permitting, because we got that. There's a big hurricane coming in, and I have a feeling it's going to be raining all over the whole United States. So I'm kind of just at a pause right now.
Can I do nitrous on my Volkswagen Passat?
Probably
yes.
So. Megan, Jimmy Dale will be at Ice Cream Cruise. I believe him and Barrett are leaving.
You're not going to go?
I don't think I'm going to go.
What if I go?
Go.
You don't want to go with me? Ride with me, I meant, though?
I mean,
it's only an 8-hour drive.
I can't financially afford to go right now.
It's only an 8-hour drive.
I
got you.
Yep.
There's a muscle car. Oh, yeah, the muscle car shootout in Nakona.
I got to get some.
Yeah.
I got to take care of a few things, and I've been going so much this year, dude. It's just,
I did notice you usually do pretty good at betting, and I'm not pointing any fingers or poking any fun, but it didn't look like you did that good this weekend. Every time I came by you, I saw you like, ah!
Yeah,
I don't think your betting was as good as it normally is.
Dude, I had
something in the water.
I can't even use the words I want to use. I had a bad weekend. I had a really bad weekend, and I could have made it all back, and I was nervous, and I didn't take Ryan Martin in the finals because Triangle Speed Shop was flying, and I regretted every bit of it. Tom came by me like 3 times and was like, "You upside down, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I can see it on your face. I can see it in your eyes." Like
I can see it.
I got flipped, dog. Like I got flipped. Yeah, Isaac Preston and Todd Spears, dude, and that's what I mean. There was, I called JG Wentworth this morning. Like Tom said, I did my money and I need it now. No, like, dude, I think that was the hardest part on the 32 car field, and because all the guys that were in the Thursday were in on Saturday as well, except for a couple. We had Bank Robber hurt his motor. Kai had some stuff going on, yeah. But dude, there was so many bears racing each other. The upsets were insane. Like
that's awesome about
Todd
racing,
Spears
dude.
has the capability to beat Isaac Preston. Like everybody knows that. But it's Isaac. You don't bet against that car. You know what I mean? And everybody bet against Isaac, and then Todd beats him. Ryan Martin and Jason Rank. Ryan Mitchell and Jason Rank.
Yep.
Like there was a lot of stuff that went on that got flipped. Like
yep.
Yeah, Adam, I have to. The wheelchair is for sale, half price today. I could only sell half of it though, because dang, Fat Boy from the Track Hustlers, he already owned half the damn thing. Fat Boy tore me up this weekend, man.
Oh man,
like, I'm talking about tore me up.
But Fireball lost though. Fireball lost against Rank, and when you say you never bet against Fireball, that's what he's saying. Most people have that mentality, which is you should. He's fast. But he lost to Jason Rank, you know?
I made money on...
that's awesome, Todd. Congrats, bro.
I bet with Ryan Mitchell against Rank, and Rank beat Ryan Mitchell. And then the other one, I took odds with Ryan Martin and Rank, so I actually did well on that one, and then turned around and bet it all back on Todd Spears and Isaac Preston and lost all of it.
Good Dakota. He's a goofball.
Yeah.
He ain't never beat me.
That was an N in 72. I really like the little gate. The car count is great. Most disagree, but I kind of wish the clocks was turned on during that class. Corey, the reason I don't, I have,
you okay?
I'll make a post and kind of address this whole situation because there's a lot of people talking about that. Little Gangsters was created because 530 is feasible for 90% of the cars at any track that you go to. Only about 10 or 15% can go a 450, 460, 470 for anything. Call it what it is. A lot of people hate index racing. A A lot of people love index racing. But at the end of the day, 530 is an index. I want it to be different than everything else. I think it is as hot as it is, and you get the car count that you get, and you get all of that because I'm not handing you a time slip. I'm not giving you the boards because if you know you want a 531 in first round, well, the air got a little bit better. You don't got to change your tune, and you dial it in to right at a 530. Well, then we're just right back to a standard index racing. The little Gangsters aspects, you don't get any time slips. You don't have any information. You have a draggy that could be telling you you're 2/10 too fast or 2/10 too slow. It's a guessing game. It keeps the aspect.
So are the I haven't done this class yet. I want to. Do the drivers, if they request, are they allowed to see their time slip? If they're like, hey man, you said I went 527, but I think I went 531. Do you show them their time slip?
So we had a rule in place. Me and Tom actually talked about this weekend. We had a rule in place that it was $100 to protest.
Okay.
But the timing system is not going to be wrong. The timing system is not.
No, for sure.
It is. There's no way possible a timing system is ever going to be wrong. There's just no way. It's there for a reason. It's 400 Pro Tree on a 530 index. If you go too fast, you go too fast. If you go, you know what I mean? If you go a 34 and your homie goes a 31, you lost.
Yeah. No, I know you guys are going to be honest with it. Yeah. I was just asking.
We had one protest this weekend. He paid his $100 and he looked at the time. He had already lost, and that was the reason we showed him. But he basically came over there and was like, "Hey, I want to protest." And I'm like, "Okay, did you go too fast?" And he's like, "No, I just like to see what I went." I'm like, I don't really want to show you that, like, because that's the whole aspect of this. But he paid the $100. It went to the pot. He won a 27, and I think his draggy said a 30 on the dot or something. But I think moving forward, I will just have the printout, and I will look and confirm. I'm not going to show anybody their time because you could come over there and say, hey, I want to pay $100, and then look at the time and say, okay, well, I want a 31 there, and then go on about your business. And basically, you're just paying $100 to see your time, which money goes on.
It goes into the pot, so I see that. So it's like, do you need to see the data that much? You know
right.
What I mean?
It's defeating the whole purpose of doing that. So
I got you.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I just was curious, and it probably helps explain. I know you said you were going to make a post explaining it. I guess we just kind of explained it here too, so that helps. And
but no, we do get a printout just to confirm if anybody feels like they were wronged or anything. We have the data or the information to back it up.
Well, thanks, Cole. We enjoy that you look forward to our lives.
Yeah, I think moving forward, I won't let anybody look at that sheet. I'll just look at it myself, and I'll tell them the time that they went. But
yeah, I got you. I mean, they just have to trust you, and if they trust you enough to pay the money to enter the class, they should trust that you're just going to be honest with everybody, which there should be no problem with that. That's cool. I just was wondering how it went. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's
like
cool.
Jim Dell said, he said, homie won a 27. So, but yeah, the little Gangsters class.
It really is, dude, because
it's side by side. Everybody's trying to go that number, and it's side by side racing. You still get the small. People don't realize that 530 is still fast.
It's still fast, dude. And what I like about it is you get to see some of the. You get to see some of the trickery of racing. Like, you get to see the staging lane battles. That's when like the 60-foot stuff does come into play. Like all aspects of racing, it's fun. Like who gets there first, right? Like I love that side of it, but it is kind of cool to introduce that. Like you have to do everything right. You got to be on your game. You have to leave right. You got to have your tune dialed in. Like you have to have actual handle on the car, not just throw it all together, go test, make sure it goes straight, and go racing. Like you have to actually know how to go fast and go slow, which I think it's rad, dude. It really kind of incorporates a lot of skill.
Randy Westmoreland, that car is stupid fast. Like everybody, it's a big block Mazda, like it's fast. That car is going like a 1.4 60 foot, and then all of a sudden he comes running up beside you with 40 miles an hour, and you're like, oh, where did you come from? You know what I mean? Like Randy does some good stuff. What'd Spencer say?
Someone else said something about like 1,500 on top of a...
street car class, 3,300 pound, put 15 on top of 30-mile cruise. Yeah, Spencer, it's hard to do because there's about 2 tracks in the state of Texas that got a set of scales, buddy. Anywhere else past that, it's 2 tracks in the state of Texas that have scales that are going to charge you quite a bit of money to put on an event or a class. It's not just going to be 1,500 because, I mean, the weight thing... We threw that out the window a long time ago because there's only, in the United States, you got to go to like an NHRA sanctioned track that has a set of scales to be able to pull that off.
Well, the other thing is too,
the weight stuff is dumb. It's got to be thrown out the window.
Look how long it takes right now. No one's fault.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. Nobody told you to build it. a 3,300 pound car. Like I'm not trying to be rude about that. There's multiple different. I mean, you take that same combo and you put it in a Fox body, or you put it in an S10, you just lost 300, 400 pounds instantly. Yeah, I mean and Jimmy Dale's. Yep. That's like Jimmy Dale said. I mean, the nitrous cars. Turbo cars on E85 can drive all over the place. A nitrous car, they've got to kind of have a bigger...
The cruise thing, too, is like, it's cool, right? But, like, I mean, at the end of the day, what are you proving to anybody? You know? Like, it's cool to go on a cruise, but it just takes more time. Like, it really just kind of... We're already kind of pushing time limits for a lot of these events we go to. Like, the last 6 events we went to did not go off schedule, which is fine. We know that's going to happen, right? So I think it's just a factor of not having to worry about, oh man, we got to stop and do this cruise, or we got to weigh every one of these cars. It's just going to take forever, dude. But we know people don't follow directions. You're going to have to chase people on the cruise 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? You're going to be, where's this dude? He didn't show up in time. He's going to be mad because you started without him. You're going to have scales. You know, you're going to have the issue of trying to weigh cars and people not agreeing with you. It's just a whole drama thing.
Is it 3,300 pounds before the cruise? Yeah. After the cruise? Before the round? After the round? Because there's a big difference. I mean, you can fill that thing up full of fuel, go drive across the scale, say, okay, I weigh 3,300 pounds, make the cruise, make a pass, and come back. Well, now it's 3,200 pounds.
A lot of factors that go
There's a lot of stuff that plays into that. The weight stuff is hard. It's hard. I mean,
it is. There's all kinds of loopholes people are always looking for, so.
Where's Tom? We need him to.
I did hear that a few times.
But.
No, actually, this weekend wasn't bad. He was like by his car the whole time. Yeah. 3,300 pounds after each pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Chew is kind of a tank, isn't it?
It is. It's heavy. But, I mean, I get the cruise aspect for like your True Street type of stuff and all of that. But let's be honest. I mean, let's stop BSing around this. The streetcar word is thrown around extremely loosely. It's very, very loosely. If you think you got a streetcar, I'll see you in my daily driver class at Small Tire Gangsters, and I'll bet $500 anybody in this chat don't fit them rules. Take that back. There's a couple of them that probably do. But
hold up.
The ones that we're talking about, like Spencer's LTD and stuff like that, it's not going to fit. I mean, it doesn't have a stock steering column in it. Like there's stock suspension, stock fuel cells, you know, this and that. Like, let's be honest, Clint Smith got the probably most daily out of most of them. The dude's got a factory tank in it, full interior. Like
Dakota's has all that shit too, doesn't it? Doesn't it have a factory tank?
I think Dakota's got aftermarket fuel cell in it, but I mean, Dakota's still cruising, do all of that. I'm not bashing Dakota by any means. Like Dakota will still do it, but
we meant fast people, Connor. That's what we was talking about. I'm just kidding.
That daily,
I'm just kidding.
The daily class for Small Tire Gangsters, you're gonna have to cruise from Summit to Small Tire Gangsters straight into the lanes and make a pass. No stopping, no shutting the car. I mean, you're literally gonna pull in. First pair will pull in into the water box and go. Yep.
Yeah, but it's
Dakota really would. Like I'm not saying like I'm just mean the street.
I don't fit them rules either, bro. Yeah. I don't fit them.
The streetcar term is thrown around very loosely.
It is definitely kind of stretched to fit a lot of different cars.
But I mean, I think it shows that, you know, like Adam said, Cheap Street, Quick Street, Little Gangsters, all these classes that kind of have these hard caps on them, do the best in car counts and all of that. It gives everybody a chance. It's fun for everybody. You still get, like with Little Gangsters, you still get a small tire feel. There's people still riding wheelies, driving all over the place, smacking into walls.
Dude, yeah, look at freaking Old Boy's Camaro. It's not Medusa. Oh gosh dang it! What the name is Damon's car?
The Nova?
No, the Mustang. The Damon just did a wheelie in. I can't. Sedusa. It is Sedusa. Sorry. Yeah. That like street class. That was like the outlaw street class. Like, and that thing rode a huge wheelie. No one expected that. You should have seen the stands go insane. Everybody at the start line went insane because you're not expecting that. That type of racing's fun.
I mean, I didn't have Connor pull the video. I think Damon posted on Damon Merchant's page. If you go post it, he posted his GoPro of the dude that won Little Gangsters. I believe it was the third round or maybe the semis. Dude with the S10 rode a 200-foot wheelie, came down, bounced, came up, and he like literally at the finish line, he's back and forth almost wall to center line trying to save it. And I think he ended up doing a 180. Like you can't see it in Damon's video, but he ended up doing a 180 and saving it. But the freaking crowd went crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Kyle, you're not lying.
Get our rules out for the daily class, Poland. What's here? What are they?
I doubt my phone will load in here. But
Yeah, street race car is not to be confused with a street car, for sure. I definitely agree with that.
And no, I mean, like what Kyle said, there's literally cars out here running low fives will still have AC and all of this stuff in it. To me, those are like Robert Maxwell from New Mexico. Yeah. The Trans Am. Dude, that thing's got a ridiculous Pro Charger on it. Makes like freaking 1,600 horsepower, but it's got an AC, got the stock fuel cell in it. Like the man can go drive and do everything you want to do.
Yeah, you're right, Corey. The 530 class does make a lot more like relatable, affordable, really competitive racing because everybody can jump in it, and it gives you the chance to be competitive with those Ryan Mitchells, those Randy Westmorens when they jump in there because you don't have to worry about them just out mile an houring you. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of different things that factor into it, so it's pretty cool. I'm with you, Mitch. I'm really gonna. I've been saying it for a long time, but when I bring the Fox back out, like I really am gonna focus on trying to do some hard tire racing with it. I think it'll be fun, just add to the skill. So, I mean that's what you got to do. You can't keep up with if you can't keep up with the Joneses because you don't have the budget. Just race in the class that you fit.
No, our daily rules are 28, 11, 5, so QuickTime Pro. Unless on a 17-inch rim or bigger, must be DOT approved, full exhaust to rear or dumped at the rear end only. Working headlights and taillights, all steel, all glass unless equipped from the factory. Hood and trunk are okay. Full interior, factory style, factory dash with working radio, 2 padded front seats, door panel carpet, functioning roll up and down windows. Both mirrors must be on the car. Any transmission, no spindle mount, stock location, suspension, real coilovers, move to rear end are okay. No funny car cage, no tubular front end, no mini tubs, no parachutes. No lightweight steering column, stock only, fuel cell, 10-gallon minimum. If aftermarket car must be able to hot lap back to the lanes the first 2 rounds. If John Sears feels like this is not in the spirit of the class, you will not get in. So we got the main tech guy of pretty much all of racing saying if he feels you trying to get your damn daily true street small tire car / true street / small tire car and Outlaw Daily, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I got you. Why are we allowing the starting? That's on the tracks, man. We don't control the people. We don't have anything to do with the tracks. I personally think it's cool to have people on the starting line. People need to get out of the way. They need to know their risks are taken up.
Adam, maybe a small tire gangster.
That's a catch-22, man.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Sounds great, Mitch. I do think you fit the spirit of the class.
Well, your Camaro, your El Camino. Yeah. As long as it fits all the rules, does he have exit or is his exhaust out the back?
I think that'll be the only thing that I don't know about your daily rules if that's what he's talking about now. My bad. Yeah. I thought he was.
No, that's what we're talking about. The only thing spirit of the class we're talking about. So.
I don't know. I think he does have his turbos exit from the fender or something like that. I'm not sure. Which, I mean, hell, we all own Wilders.
Small tire. Automatic small tire. You got fender exit, small tire.
Get out!
Bye.
I couldn't even race small tire this weekend because I didn't have a front end.
They had a front end.
You had to have a front end and small tire. I don't know who's buying it, but I see he's getting it all dialed in. Tyler. I think he's getting ready to post it, right? Or I don't know. I don't think he has a buyer yet.
I don't know what his plan is, honestly. I thought, sad. From what I understand from the post, I thought he was going to keep the car and do like more drag and drive stuff.
Yesterday he made a post where he's refreshing it all, getting it all nice and looking good, and he said get it ready for, I think he said get it ready for the new owner or get it ready for whoever buys it, something like that. Oh.
I thought he was keeping it to do like drag and drive stuff.
Yeah, tailpipe Sunday. Tailpipes on a drag car would be shit. Like Mo. Mo has it on a turbo car.
Yep.
You got tailpipes.
That would be cool.
Little gangster rules. All right, before we jump off Poland, just tell everybody real quick what your guys' little gangster rules are, brief. Because it's really easy.
Can't go faster than a 530. It's got a 530 index on it. 28-10-5 max tire size. Must be a door car.
And that's it.
And you can be a little gangster.
That's it, bro. Don't matter. Chassis car, monster truck, It don't. I mean, I don't think you guys let motorcycles run. That'd probably be the only rule.
No.
The motorcycles don't run with cars. You know what I'm
Be a
saying?
door car is very key there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that. Sorry.
Unless you got doors on a motorcycle.
Hey, bro, don't tempt me. What if they showed up one of them little spiders?
If they got a spotter that can go 530,
I'd want to see it.
That's kind of where
I want to see
That's
that.
kind of where I'm at. I would
That'd be
actually
kinda
want to
cool.
see that.
No, I think that would be kind of cool.
But no, it's it literally gives everybody a chance. I'll tell you, the first 2 rounds of 530 this weekend, was nobody in the ballpark, dog. Looking at the sheet, like the run list afterwards, there wasn't a single person in the freaking realm of 530. Like the track, first round, first of all, the track was slick. We were the first ones down.
It was gummy, yeah.
A very gummy track. And then second round, it was like everybody was riding wheelies. The track came around really fast, and that tune that didn't work before,
It was working.
it was dead hooking the tire after that. There was wheelies and people were everywhere.
What's this?
Oh, Henson
Oh yeah.
giving Gary a thumbs up. Basically, when he came back up for his final, Henson went over there and gave him a thumbs up because Henson had told him, like, unless somebody does a backflip at this point, dog, you're the wheelie champion. Like, you won the wheelie competition for the weekend. Nobody did a backflip, so
I went at 6-0. Brock Berry says. Yeah, freaking Connor. Why?
yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Shout out Brock. I think he had a very. His car was going to be hard to beat, and the tree got him.
Have fun of your 157 mile an hour.
I'll show you the video here in a minute, but he pulled into the second bowl. So
He's the one that came over to talk to you when we were loading up, right? And talking about the tree, and it sucks because of the tree, the rock, and all that stuff.
So the homeboy turned his first bulb on. Brock turns his on. Other dude turns his on. Brock turns the fourth bulb on. But when he did, like, he was just barely creeping up. So it turned the light on. Well, when he let off the brake and grabbed the trans brake and let off the brake and added the gas, his car rocked. Well, the tree was already activated. When it rocked, it turned. He was on that threshold,
Right on. So he
on
kinda
the line.
deep-staged a little bit?
No, on the back side of it.
Oh.
So when his car rocked backwards, when he went on the trans brake, his car rocked backwards a little
it
bit.
rolls out of the beam?
And it turned the fourth bulb off, and the light went red instantly. And it sucked. Like, at first we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to rerun that. The light never dropped, and then we started looking at the video and everything, and you go back and he was creeping up to try to stage in shallow, if you will. And when he hit the trans brake, the car rocked back, and it turned that fourth bulb off, and the light automatically sent him red. So
Yeah, Big Country. I'll show him when we jump off here. Randy B, I run a Athena head gasket right now, but I ran the LS9s for a long time with 40 pounds of boost and never had an issue.
look,
That was his thing.
that's his.
That sucks. Oh,
Like, he literally sent me that. Yeah, Brock sent me a draggy. I'm not gonna put it up close to the camera, but he had the car to beat, didn't he? So.
yeah. Oh well, whatever. It happens, right? Some of the coolest classes out. Yeah, for sure. I had the most fun with those classes.
Thanks for supporting Big Rob. I think he was running Cheap Street. And dude, I mean, they're competitive classes. That's the thing about it, is with the index on it, you're not gonna get a half card gap on it unless somebody knocks the tire off or something, like that. 99% of the time, you're getting a side by side drag race, and you're waiting to see what wind light's gonna come on.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I had a great time. Saw some of the coolest racing I've seen in a long time. Zoloff was rolling. I mean, it just motivated. I'm usually like not a very good spectator because I don't like being there when I don't have a car that works. And I had a car. Look at now, you're Mike Scott. Somebody get this dude a necklace. Somebody get him a necklace. I don't remember what I was saying now because I just had to roast you. But anyway,
You were saying you're a horrible spectator.
I'm a horrible spectator because my cars suck. Yeah,
Oh.
that's why. But I had fun this
But
weekend
no,
being a
shout
spectator.
out to Shelton, the Zoloff camp, Mr. Miyagi. They brought 2 cars this weekend. They killed it.
Yeah, they did good.
Bro, Ryan Mitchell, Rank, Bank Robber, Jason Horde,
Everyone, Triangle Speed Shop, bro. Like,
Triangle
everyone.
Speed Shop, Scott Taylor. Shout out to everybody that showed up and showed out.
What's up, K9 Racing?
I have seen a lot of people giving me credit for
Jake
all
Johnson.
this stuff. Couldn't do it without my brother Jimmy Dale, Brent, all the guys at Nitrous Express. Y'all support. Thank you to everybody. It's not just me. I'm a kind of a jackass at times, and that other people make me look good. So shout out to everybody involved, man. All the racers, all the spectators, everybody that came by the NX booth, everybody that came by to say hi to all of us. Couldn't do any of it without y'all. So we appreciate all the support, all the love for Nitrous Express.
We look forward to all of our future events, man. Yeah. With our cars there, without our cars there.
If we're going to be there, we'll most likely have the booth set up, have merch, sunglasses, hats, shirts, whatever. Y'all come by, check it out.
I love that, man. I love everybody. I love that it's really rad to be part of something so awesome, because you pull up to the track, you're setting up. All the drama just goes out the window, man. Everybody's just stopping by to say hello, see how you're doing, wish you luck. It doesn't matter. Like, the racetrack family is really amazing. I love it. Shout out to everybody. Beaterbomb was rolling too, for sure.
Yeah.
Beaterbomb was. I don't know exactly what happened his last round.
He hurt his transmission.
Okay.
He had hurt his from that. That's what I heard. Don't quote me on that. I heard that he broke his transmission, and they weren't. It's some, special transmission. They couldn't get another one by Saturday.
Yeah.
But he did break in the third round or the semis, I believe, of the 32 car field. But he still came up there, broke the beam, or actually was in the beams with them, and just did what he had to do.
Isn't it Forever Grudge that has a video of your story, right? Forever Grudge?
Yes.
So if you go to Jake Johnson, if you go to Forever Grudge, bro, he has a whole interview with Poland, and that way you could, kind of learn. That way we don't have to dip into that here. Just different vibe, you know what I mean? But check that video out, bro. It'll answer all your questions.
Yeah.
Thanks, Woodrow. I appreciate you, bro. It's really a team effort, just like Poland said. Anyway, I think we about touched on everything, man. It was an awesome weekend. Please make sure every time we're out there, come stop by and see us, man. Bring your kiddos by. We want to sit in the race cars, give them some little merchandise, goodie bags, whatever. Come see us, man. We love all the support at all these races. We really do.
So